All right, good morning and welcome back to Princess channel. We bring you another updated content today, which is Thursday, the 12th of September 2024, and this is written to is a letter written to the subscribers of UAAG. This is coming from OSIM. OSIM, we all know that is an inside man that has a lot to say about the disbursement of UAAG grant. It's been with the country director a couple times, and also as an insider towards all what we're expecting. So it has this to say to the subscribers of UAAG, and I'm going to read that for us so that we can also get abreasted with what is ongoing at the moment. All right, paying attention to this. Dear fellow UAAG subscribers, I wasn't assigned to write this piece of encouragement. I was simply inspired to do so after reading many discouraging posts about our expectations. I understand that the journey toward the disbursement of the UAAG grant has been challenging, and many are beginning to feel disheartened. It's easy to suspect foul play when things don't move as quickly as we hope. But let me remind you that we are dealing with a significant financial project that naturally involves numerous bureaucratic processes. For any disbursement of such magnitude, there are strict regulations and governmental procedures that must be adhered to. No large sums of money can be injected into the economy without the express approval of the relevant authorities. These approvals take time, as the presence and oversight of key powers are required to ensure everything is done according to the law. Be assured, much is happening behind the scenes that cannot be disclosed publicly, and I think that should be the real deal here, that a lot is happening behind the scene that we might not be privy to at this moment, and UAAG is not obligated to bring everything being done behind bars or behind the screen or the scene towards the view of every individual. The fact is that there is a process and it's ongoing. There are work being done and they are ongoing. All right, so UAAG is working. Let me take that paragraph again. These approvals take time, as the presence and oversight of key powers are required to ensure everything is done according to the law. Be assured, much is happening behind the scenes that cannot be disclosed publicly. UAAG is working tirelessly to navigate these regulatory bottlenecks. The recent stirrings and attacks we've seen from the opposing side can be seen as confirmation that progress is being made. The enemy only stares when something great is about to happen. So let us remain patient and calm. The disbursement is sure and will take us all by surprise when it finally comes. Keep the faith. I believe we're almost there, because I can see light at the end of the tunnel. Sincerely, Purple Heart. All right, and that is from OSIM, for us to get a feel of what actually is going on. There is work going on behind the scene, so don't let your heart be troubled. Just like we've told us before, in cases like this, there are people, when issues has to deal with money, definitely, people becomes edgy and itchy. There are those who have not invested a kobo or a penny into this grant, and possibly they just send in their names and to their cluster heads, and that is all they had to do. But because there's a promise that was given to them, they become so edgy and agitative. They can call you names, they can insult you, they can, whip out a lot of things concerning you. But just because there's a promise. Yes, I'm not saying, now get me clear, I'm not saying that what has been promised to you should not be given to you, but there are times that we don't know what goes on behind the scene. We don't know what happens, but we just have a culture that hates delay. I tell you, Nigerian belongs to a culture that hates delay. And if everything does not happen as at the time they expect it, then it becomes a bad luck. And anyone that comes across your path to even encourage or to tell you about the process is also a victim. Is also a victim. We've had a lot of influencers that have come out in the time past, or encouragers also that came out, that have come out to say one or two things just to encourage the alien subscribers. But because the money didn't come, despite they had a good heart to encourage them, and the money as that now has not dropped, they are being labeled, they are the black sheep. They are being called names. And you that is listening to this voice notes now, you might be one of those who had labeled some people who had a clean heart just to give you information in time, but you had called them names, you had labeled them, but you never knew what was going on behind the scene, and they had to shut their mouth because they felt they could help. But what people term as help is when you don't give the fund, or the money is not out, then keep your help to yourself. Anyway, whatever it is, you can take your take, but whatever happens is the fact remains that UAAG is preparing for the best for you. So remain calm and exercise patience, because the disbursement of UAAG grant is sure. And as was said to us in this write-up, that it's going to take you and I by surprise. When it finally comes, you're going to forget the time of pain, the time of waiting. It will be historical. And I want you to keep the faith, believe that we are almost right at the door where the blessing is going to fall. Take courage. Just be sure that it's going to happen. And this is where we're drawing the curtain for today's commentary. We will come back to you again, dear subscribers, fellow subscribers. When we receive, we'll give you updated content. Thank you, and have a very blessed day.